You're checking out Pyro Radio this Monday night with me, Jay Fresh. Very special guest, and the first time we've connected this year. We've got MAK 10 on the phone line. What's happening, man?
What's good? You good?
Really good, brother. I mean, I won't say Happy New Year because it's like the end of February now, but it's been you know what I mean? It's been a little while since we connected, and in a radio term, the last time we had you on was last year. It was around the Love Life release, which has just hit 100,000 streams. So congratulations, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
So yeah,
Thank you.
Good. But things are in a good place right now, and I want to talk to you about. There's a lot of stuff we're going to get through today, but firstly, DJing.
Yes.
DJing for certain people is more than a job. It's like it's a vocation. It's a calling. It's deeper than just playing tracks, you know. And and this year has been very difficult not being able to DJ properly with all the restrictions. So how are you finding things, man? Because I know you're a serious DJ. I know you're in it for the love.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's been part and parcel, as in that I've taken the positives from it, just got my head down, practicing, working on tune selection, production, things like that. But in terms of what the COVID thing has an impact on the music industry, it's been quite dire, to be fair. But you know, we've got to take the positives from it and just keep our head down and keep practicing.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Now, you mentioned just there that you've been spending more time producing and developing that kind of craft, and a lot of people have spoken to you, myself included. There's been times over the last year where you feel really energized to make music, and there's other times you really don't feel in the good kind of headspace. You know, so how's it been for you production wise? How have you approached that?
Well, for me, what I've done in the time when I ain't got the creative edges, I just kind of, because I'm doing a course at the moment, a degree in university for music production, I kind of just get my head down and sort of work on my craft from the technical aspects and the theory side. So what I do, I use the time to sort of learn rather than create, which has been quite helpful for me in this time when we've got a bit more time on our hands to do things like that. So like I said, I'm just trying to take the positives out of the situation.
Good. That's really good to hear, man. Really good to hear. Now, I know you've recently released the new one. This is the first release for 2021, isn't it? Situations.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Exactly. Now, with that track, I want you to break it down for us a little bit, because I know you've released a couple of different tracks with different flavours over the last 12 months, but the one with Tommy B, it's obviously like a deeper, kind of more introspective kind of record. Not just lyrically, but the vibe of the whole track. So break it down for us in your words, please, man.
Well, the track it's quite interesting how it came about. I mean, I literally called up Ags, this close friend of mine. We went to the studio. Tommy was sitting there, and I was literally just building the beat, putting together a drum pattern and stuff. And the way that track is, why I've left it so sparse like that, is because Tommy just sat there and went, I've got something. Literally, I've got something. And he laid it down. And I didn't want to adjust too much in the track after that, because the basis was laid and he was sort of in love with the vibe. So I just kind of left it sparse like that. But yeah, the track, it come out banging, man. And I'm happy with it. Happy with it.
Good. And there's been a number of remixes going out there.
Of course, we got the J Fresh remix.
Hey!
Big J Fresh remix. Yes, Jay. We also got Filthy Gears, we got Helix, and there is one that just come out on Friday. Make sure you go and check that out. That one is... Oh, before we get to that, the remixes we just spoke about, the J Fresh, Filthy Gears, Helix, you can download those for free on Bandcamp, the Grime Originals Bandcamp. Make sure you go and check those out, man. Some hard remixes. Also, the Criminal ones just come out on Friday, and that's available to stream, etc. And it's produced and featuring Criminal.
Exactly, man. So you're really building around that release, and of course, music video was shot as well. Like, it sounds like a bit of a mad question, really, but how easy is it to do the visuals in this? Because some people are really steering clear of visuals with restrictions. Other people are just like not caring and doing an absolute madness. So what were your thoughts around the visual? Because obviously this kind of track needed a visual. Do you know what I mean? To really put it together.
Well, to be fair, there is actually a story behind this, because we booked the shoot when lockdown wasn't. Last year, when the lockdown was sort of the restrictions was lifted, literally the day before. The location, they got the call to say it's locked. It's lockdown. You need to shut your door, because we had it above a restaurant in like a shisha lounge, and we had to limit a lot of what we was going to do because of lockdown had hit, and the next day is when our shoot was. So we got hit by the restrictions, and we'd already committed to everything. So we made the best of the situation, you know. But we found it quite fine. And I mean, the next video, since Boris has just announced that he's lifting, ironically, the video is being shot, it was meant to be shot 2 days before, on the 10th, but we're shooting it on the 12th of April.
Nice.
So we'll have some restrictions lifted by then.
Fingers crossed, man, because everything's a pinch of salt at the moment, you know?
Yeah, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. It's real talk, fingers crossed, man.
Now you've also done some interesting, I say, challenges, like Instagram and social media wise. So there was the quick mix challenge, which really kind of picked up and got a lot of attention. Were you surprised by quite how far that went?
I was overwhelmed, I'll be honest. I was overwhelmed. I literally just got my missus to just record me. I was like, babe, record this for me. Let me just do a quick thing to my reel.
Yeah.
And I did it, and another DJ contacted me and said, I'm going to do one. Let's do this as a challenge. I said, yeah, go on, let's go with it. He did it, and then it just spiraled, and I was just like, whoa. I was just getting inboxes from everywhere. Then it went to Made a DJ doing it, Spyro, Spooky, Wizard Teeth, Grand Mixer, and I just had hundreds and hundreds in my inbox from like 10-year-old kids up
Sick.
to... it was crazy, man. Crazy epic. But yeah.
So we're going to do another one of them, you reckon?
I am hoping to. The only thing what I was reserved about is because obviously I'm posting a lot. And if you fill up someone's timeline and you've just got all these things, I was kind of reserved about getting on people's nerves with it. So that's the thing. So maybe if I start another page and then do something like that, but I'll definitely do it again, but I'll probably give it some time.
Yeah, I mean, what I really loved, and I know that by the time I messaged you I was too late, but I know what I loved was...
I didn't even see your message, Jay. I wasn't going to post it because I know you go hard. I didn't see your message.
It was one of those, it was just too late, because I was seeing them all and I'm like, I will get round to it, and then it was it's been a couple of weeks now. And I was like, do you know what? Let me just double check. But I really loved how like organic and natural it was. Like everyone picked up on it. It was you, someone who's pivotal to the kind of DJ in the grime world. Like you just did it. There wasn't a campaign. It wasn't fronted by a company. You just did it, and it really connected people. So I love that. And in a similar way, I'm going to move on now to, I don't know if you're going to call it a challenge or not, but I've seen recently you've posted up about the concept of DJs and MCs switching roles for like a set or something. Who are the best kind of suggestions you've had thrown your way so far?
Wait, let me get this up. You know, we got a lot of DWE on the deck.
Yes.
We got a lot of that. But you know what? Everyone knows DWE can do his thing in it. So I feel like we want the rare ones of the guys who you wouldn't normally put together. So I've got some... Right, what have we got here? We've got MC Viper and B-Line with Easy on the mic.
Oh, that's a good one. I'd love that one.
Yeah. We've got Footsie on the decks and Jamal Edwards from SBTV on the mic. Sharky Major, back to back with Tommy B, and Source Spyro and Rossi B on the mic.
Oh, wow.
What other ones we got in there? Johnny Clayface on the decks and Spooky Bizzle on the mic, and obviously we've got a BBK one here, Switch Rolls with Maximum on the mic. So there's some interesting sets there. But how if I could ever put that together, I definitely would. I may attempt it. We just got to see who's game.
Oh, do you know what? There's some great ideas there, but just early on, the one that jumps out to me is Be Live and Viper on the decks, and he's head on the mic.
Yeah.
For so many reasons.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
I want to see
that.
Yeah,
man. We're just trying to keep it fun, and not too serious. And with things like this as well, I think sometimes it's like, it is slightly risky as well, and people should just, what I'm trying to, in the back of my mind, subconsciously, I just feel like if you don't take a risk, you don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah.
So to do things like that, you've got to sort of take a leap of faith to see if it's going to take off or not. So you never know.
Yeah, man. And sometimes, especially creatively, sometimes it's those ideas that are really out of the box, and that you just, everyone else around you is going, what are you thinking? This is stupid, or this is never going to work. And you're like, well, do you know what? What's going to happen if it doesn't work? It's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, 100%.
Why is radio still so important?
Oh, it's so important, especially live radio. It's just, I don't know, it's just the go-to point for new music, and I don't know, it's just how you get, how you are able to sort of distribute your music and other people's music and showcase music, and doing it live. You've got the interaction. Everything being like, I know a lot of people have to pre-record, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, it's just there's something about doing it live that's, I don't know, it's just a lot better. And for me, where I haven't got a permanent show somewhere, I'm used to pre-recording, but then I do like to go in and do a live session.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, man, radio is really important.
Yeah, for me, the energy is just, radio's always changing, how it's consumed and how people view it and everything. And obviously, there's a huge visual element now to radio. It's just the energy is just unrivaled. Now, there's one thing that I forgot to mention earlier when we spoke about kind of how productive you were being recently since we last spoke on radio, and all different things you've been working on. Of course, you're now like a catwalk model, aren't you? You're now like the clothing line guy.
Yeah, well, I'm starting my line. It's the name of the brand is actually MAK 10, but the collection I've got out at the moment is called Save the Six. And it's sort of based around the tattoos that I've got, because all my tattoos have got sort of sentimental meanings to me. So it's sort of, the Save the Six collection is based around my tattoos. But we're going to have sort of various different lines. But yeah, man, I'll just check that out, mak10.store, go and see what we've got going. But we'll be launching fully in April. The website is up, there is stuff going out. But we're just getting everything together to have a proper big launch in April.
Sick, man. We look forward to it. Now, I want you to picture right now that we are in a nightclub. Not a brunch, not a daytime thing with low volume. I want to picture now that we're in a nightclub, and the energy is there, and there's people in front of us, and you're just about to step on the decks. This is your first proper club set in many months. What's the first track you're going to open your set with?
Oh, you know what, Jay? This is how I know you're a proper DJ, because I actually thought about this before, but now I've forgotten what. Because sometimes you're going through your songs and you're like, "This is my intro."
Yeah.
This is my intro. So hit me right. You've caught me right out here.
Yes.
I'm literally flicking through records while I'm talking to you. These questions, they do catch me. You know what? I'd probably just go in the heart. I'd probably just start. I don't know. I'm recently a kid. For me, the Pac-Man sticky. I'll just say that.
Okay,
I'd probably
cool,
start
cool.
off
Good
with
choice.
that, just to go in straight away and have fun. It's kind of, it's sort of a mid-selection tune, mid tune.
Yeah.
You know, when you're going hard, but I think I'd start with a bit of energy.
Yeah, man. Excellent choice. I can hear you flicking through the records in the background. Like, can't believe you put it on me like this fresh. God, I've got to draw for something major now.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've stopped flicking through. I just thought, we'll just do the sticky pack, man, because I probably would start with that.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Pyro today, MAK 10. Before we let you go, of course, I want you to introduce the brand new Grimnal remix of your latest tune, and we'll play it right here, right now.
Right, this is MAK 10 featuring Tommy B and Ags, Situations, the Grimnal remix.